We are at the final Smackdown before Survivor Series. And what a show we have for you tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Original Biggie One, yes, that Obi-Wan, and welcome to Smackdown. In your main event tonight, Kevin Nash versus The Undertaker. But we will kick things off with one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Pete Dunne. And a foul, sick act on Monday night. Pete Dunne taking out Senjecko with a power driver.
Making his way to the ring from Birmingham, England.
And here is the #1 contender, Senjecko. And Senjecko finally got his hands on the World Tag Team Champion. And with the title shot, head first. And a measure of revenge for Senjecko. Yeah, you go, Pete Dunne, attack that air. And Senjecko setting up and connects with a suplex. A preview before Survivor Series. Who will win between the Undisputed Era of Pete Dunne and n.W.o versus those guys of Senjecko and Skeletron. And Senjecko heading towards the ring. And here comes Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne running, trying to go for a big boot. And a clothesline ticking down the #1 contender. Good reversal by Senjecko. And Pete Dunne with a toss nearing the ring. See, it's that time. And Senjecko with a hard whip. And here comes the #1 contender. Referee calls for the bell, and here we go. And Senjecko setting up and connects with a backbreaker. And Senjecko is all fired up. And here comes Senjecko setting up and connects with the butt bomb. Standing. Fantastic. See, I love that. And there's that uppercut by Pete Dunne. And what a big boot ticking down the #1 contender. What the bow? Well, just one punch. What am I doing, Obi-Wan? And Pete Dunne caught up on the ropes and the bounce back effect. Good roll over by Senjecko and multiple stomps to the temple, to the head, and a third elbow to the head. And Senjecko's all wild and crazy, and again, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Pete Dunne roll to roach, yeah. Senjecko attacking that air, and here comes Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne setting up, and oh my God, a standing suplex back to the outside. Vicious attacks between the two over the past few weeks and into the months. And Pete Dunne throws Senjecko back into the inside of the ring. Punch to the back, and here comes Pete Dunne. Throws into the ropes and connects with another forearm smash. And Pete Dunne in complete control of this match so far. And a side-to-back suplex. Pete Dunne going into the cover, referee in perfect position and only a 1 count. The question that I have is, after Survivor Series, what will happen with the Undisputed Era? What will happen with n.W.o and Pete Dunne? And Senjecko setting up, connects with Dream Street. And it's only a matter of time before Senjecko getting ready for Peyton's plunge. And will this be all over? More importantly, what will happen with Pete Dunne? And Senjecko setting up, connects with Peyton's plunge. Referee into the cover. Will this be all over? And a 2 count. I believe Peyton's plunge turns into Peyton's play action. Or maybe a screen to Josh Hill, I guess. Senjecko now throws Pete Dunne into the ropes, trying to go for another big boot and a clothesline ticking down. The #1 contender. Up comes Senjecko and back down with a backbreaker. And will the tide change for Pete Dunne? And Pete Dunne setting up, going for the X-Plex, and it connects. And will this be all over? Pete Dunne going back into the cover. Will this be all over? And a 2 count. Maybe it's time setting up for the bitter end. Good reversal by Senjecko. And Senjecko setting up again, going for Peyton's plunge yet again, and it connects. And Senjecko going back into the cover. 1, 2. And Senjecko picks up the victory. Senjecko has defeated one half of the World Tag Team Champions as we go back to the Smackdown. Well, I guess not.
Here
Production,
winner,
what the hell are you doing?
Warlock.
See, who's in production? Here comes the other half of the World Tag Team Champions. Adam Cole on the clothesline taking down Senjecko. And can this be the end of Adam Cole? And what a clothesline by Senjecko. And here comes the #1 contender. Senjecko stomping what have good counter by Cole, and Cole into the grapple. And here comes the World Tag Team Champion. And Cole setting up. Here we go. Super kick. The super kick connects. And the referee, I guess, calling? Maybe? Referee, you need to do something, but into the brain buster. And Adam Cole trying to go for his last shot. And it may be the end of the Undisputed Era at Survivor Series, and that busted Senjecko wide open. Relive the glory, relive the joy, relive the passion, relive down the sideline. A collection dedicated to football games throughout my years, from the PlayStation to PC. Replay and enjoy your favorite classic football games, the ones you'll remember to the ones you'll never forget.
Down the sideline!
Down the sideline. Adam Cole not going out with a fight as we return back to SmackDown, and it's time for the little bit of perfection.
Making his way to the ring from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 257 pounds, Mr. Perfect!
Arguably the best tag team on SmackDown, Slick and Perfect. They have been on a roll as of late, and potential #1 contenders heading into the new year. Meanwhile on Raw, in the tag team division, probably the best team will be still American Alpha. Why you not in Perfect's way? But I still believe that American Alpha will be the #1 contenders because it's between them and the World Raiders over on Raw. Again, over on SmackDown, probably Slick and Perfect and Eddie and Rey Mysterio. But the Usos need to step up big time. Jey Uso winning against Eddie Guerrero, yet losing to Mr. Perfect. Meanwhile for Ric Flair, I'm pretty sure he's not bleeding, but losing to Rey Mysterio. But the tag team division looks great over on SmackDown. And can this man get a victory tonight, getting back into the championship picture for the tag team hunt? But the Usos are in a funk, and hopefully Jimmy can get back into the picture. As we go to JoJo for the introduction. JoJo, take it away.
And his opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso!
But we'll see what's going on in the New Year's and 2K Universe mode. Will somebody like a Pete Dunne, regardless if he remains one half of the World Tag Team Champions, will he stay in the tag team picture? Will he go back to the IC Championship? Will he defend it for the Undisputed Championship? And with the return of AJ Styles on Monday night, the Demon sets his sights on the Intercontinental Champion. But here we go in this matchup, Mr. Perfect going up against Jimmy Uso. Referee calls for the bell, and here we go. And a kick to the gut! Classic Perfect. And into the grapple. Crowd really behind Jimmy Uso as Mr. Perfect with multiple punches, specifically to air. And here comes Mr. Perfect into the ropes. And here comes trying to go for a perfect dropkick, but accounted by Jimmy. As Jimmy now taking complete control, elbow to the face. And here comes Jimmy Uso going under, and then connects with a forearm smash. Hey, you better watch that. I think there's a Nature Boy calling. Kick to the bicep, or is it tricep? Let's go with arm, let's go with that. And Jimmy, and into the face lock. And whoa, Mr. Perfect tap out. Yeah, really got that grip in, and here comes Mr. Perfect getting out of that situation. And there it is, the perfect drop kick. And here it comes into a back body drop by Perfect. And the tie that chain. Head holding. Make sure your head is on. But I also see as deep scouting for both Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. And speaking of Latino Heat, here he comes. And the same predicament happened last week when Ric Flair hit Rey Mysterio over the head with a baseball bat. And here comes Jimmy Uso as he's just looking at Guerrero. Menacingly. I don't know, maybe I am a menace. I just forgot to kick people in the face. And Mr. Perfect back into the ropes and connects with another perfect drop kick. And this is what I'm talking about with Eddie Guerrero. Get some more scouting heading into Survivor Series. Getting a good counter by Mr. Perfect. That's Perfect now in complete control. Throw Jimmy back into the ropes. And one more time with a perfect drop kick. And connecting yet again with a back body drop. And it's only a matter of time before connecting. And typical Mr. Perfect. I think he kind of pulled an Eddie. That's awesome. And Mr. Perfect in complete control with the backbreaker. And it's only a matter of time before he connects with the perfect neck breaker. And again, that is a perfect arm drag. But Mr. Perfect in the driver's seat. And here he comes, Mr. Perfect. And the perfect neck breaker. And now Mr. Perfect is just looking at Jimmy. Menacingly. Yeah, you go attack that air. And here comes Jimmy Uso with an elbow drop. And it's the time. Can Jimmy put away Perfect? And Jimmy connects with the super kick. That's what I'm talking about. Going into the cover. Will this be all over? 2. And a kick out. Jimmy Uso nearly putting away Mr. Perfect. And the match continues. Again, Eddie Guerrero on the outside. And into the standard headlock. Again, that's good strategy. I say that now. And there's that reverse by Mr. Perfect getting out of that headlock. And here comes Jimmy Uso. And what a hip toss. With the butterfly connected. Hey, you better watch that. See, say that one more time and Ric Flair will come out. Claw holding. It's all new territory for me. Again, it's been a minute. Good roll over by Mr. Perfect, and here comes Mr. Perfect with a club to the back. And Perfect trying to get back into the driver's seat. And what a right hand shot. Trying to go for something good, counter by Jimmy. And Jimmy now setting up. And into the DDT. Classic Jimmy Uso. And here comes the other half of the Usos. And going into the submission. And would it be all over for Mr. Perfect, referee in perfect position. Maybe punts are intended, I have no idea. As Perfect now rolls back over, and look at the strength of Perfect getting out of that situation. And here comes trying to go for something, and a counter by Jimmy. And what a match this has become for SmackDown, more importantly for the Survivor Series. And here comes Jimmy Uso. Yeah, you attack that air. What a right hand punch knocking down Mr. Perfect. And referee starts the 10 count. Winner by count out. Disqualifications are intact. Trying to go in. What a shot by Mr. Perfect. And here it comes. Connecting with the Russian leg sweep. Again, that's... boy, how classic that is. And what a kick to the gut. And again, a kick to the gut. Again, we're just going blow for blow. Jimmy into the grapple. And here it comes. Jimmy Uso, and I think that busted Mr. Perfect wide open. Again, referee trying to get both people back into the inside of the ring. Mr. Perfect puts Jimmy, and what an elbow to the face. And Mr. Perfect rolls Jimmy over, going into the cover. Referee in somewhat position, but a long 1 count. And what will Mr. Perfect do? It's the tide. It's the momentum on Mr. Perfect's side. And yeah, that's going to lead some stitching. Good counter by Jimmy. Yeah, attack that damn air. But here comes Mr. Perfect. And the perfect neck breaker. And going back into the cover. What a spill over. 2. And Mr. Perfect picks up the victory. I'm telling you, man, it's perfect. As we go back to the Smackdown replay. Connecting with the first perfect neck breaker. And great super kick by Jimmy Uso. I thought that was going to be all over. Referee in perfect position. And it was only a 2 count. Good counter getting out of that submission. And again, trying to go for something. But again, a nice counter by Jimmy Uso. And this is after Mr. Perfect was busted wide open. Rolling back and going into the cover. But it was only a 2 count. But a big win for Mr. Perfect. As we head.
Here is your winner, Mr. Perfect.
Like I said, a great win for Mr. Perfect. As we head into Survivor Series. Coming up next, your main event, Kevin Nash versus The Undertaker. Big victory for Mr. Perfect, and Slick and Perfect is on the roll and #1 contenders moving forward. We have returned back to SmackDown, the weight champion, winning the week after WrestleMania in an 8-way. Defended against Chris Jericho at Bash at the Beach and at SummerSlam. And looking at the n.W.o, their time as champions is almost here.
And his opponent, accompanied by Scott Hall, representing the n.W.o from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 328 pounds, Kevin Nash.
When it comes to the n.W.o, it doesn't really matter if it's Kevin Nash or Scott Hall. Their mission is clear. Get the World Heavyweight Champion off of Shawn Michaels. And this goes back before the summer. Kevin Nash taking out The Undertaker backstage, powerbombing Kane through the hood of a limousine. Both him and Scott Hall defeated D-Generation X at Halloween Havoc. Scott Hall defeating the Heartbreak Kid at the beginning of the month. You know, 4 out of the 6 people are WWE superstars. The Undertaker, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, the Hardys. To be honest, the Hardys might be going to that elite place. But they are on the same page. Get the championship off of Shawn Michaels. But this is the chance and the opportunity The Undertaker is looking for. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event of the evening. The Undertaker versus Kevin Nash. Referee calls for the bell. And here we go. Here comes the Deadman. In complete control. And a beautiful standing suplex. Good counter by Kevin Nash. But right hand shot by The Undertaker. And into the corner. Again, Jeff Hardy in the corner as well. And that's why I'm talking about knees to the face. See, this is good scouting for Skeletron. I mean, trying to go for something. Flying clothesline, and it was nothing of it. Good counter by Kevin Nash. And here comes Kevin Nash in a foot choke on the Deadman. You might even say it was nightmare-like. And here comes Kevin Nash. And Nash now stumped to the calf, rather. I was about to say attack the air. And again, head first into the mat. Again, picking apart the Deadman, just like he did with Matt Hardy. Good counter by Undertaker, getting out of that. And so far, it's been a stalemate. As Kevin Nash back on the apron. And here comes the Undertaker. What a right-hand shot, taking down Kevin Nash. Again, this is going to be a fight. Pay no attention to the commentary. I am the commentary. It's what happens when you're original. Head first into I say that now. Look at that counter by Kevin Nash. And here comes The Undertaker. And a school slam. Timekeeper, you better get out of here. You do as well, JoJo, even though that, you can't say Women's Tag Team Championship. And here we go. Back and forth between Nash and the Deadman. Good counter by Nash, and Nash into the grapple. And taking complete control. And head first into the ring post. And Kevin Nash in complete control. And head first into the ring post. And Kevin Nash is in complete control. Throws Undertaker back into the inside of the ring. And the referee breaks the 10 count. And Nash back in control. Trying to go for a big boot. And again back over the top rope. And a restart at the 10 count. Again, you can win by count out. Disqualifications all on. Kevin Nash back into the grapple. And again, just picking apart the Deadman. Again, head first into the ring post. And it has all been Kevin Nash, and that's good strategy, softening up The Undertaker for Survivor Series. But multiple attack last week again, that #1 contender spot between The Undertaker and Vader. Undertaker won by disqualification, and again back into the ring post. And it has all been Kevin Nash. Throws Undertaker back into the inside of the ring, and it's only a matter of time. And here it comes. Kevin Nash connects with the big boot. And Nash goes into the cover. Will this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out. Kevin Nash is a jackknife powerbomb away from beating The Undertaker. Can this be all over for the Deadman? And Kevin Nash in perfect position. And here we go, setting up. And connects with the jackknife. And going into the cover. And it is all over. 2. And again a kick out. The Undertaker kicks out of the jackknife powerbomb. Not many people are kicked out at the jackknife. And Kevin Nash going for a second one. And Nash in complete control. And The Undertaker into a facebuster. Can the momentum change for the Deadman? As Taker picks Kevin Nash backs up. Going for a tombstone. Taker in complete control and connects with the tombstone. And it is all over. Referee in position. 1, 2. And again another kick out. And here comes the Deadman. Will he be World Heavyweight Champion at Survivor Series? Head holding. Is your head on? Is your head holding? I think you need to talk to Scott about that. And Undertaker back in position. And here comes the Deadman. Connects with the clothesline. And it's time for a little bit of Snake Eyes. Connects with Snake Eyes. And connects with the big boot. And let me tell you something with that leg drop. That might work for me, brother. I have no idea. But Taker in complete control. And a count by Kevin Nash. And connects with a shoulder tackle. And what a match this has been. The main event heading into Survivor Series. And attacking the knee. I think Kevin Nash knows a thing or two about knee problems. But it's time to do some math. Into the recliner. And will the Deadman tap out and Taker getting out of that situation? Taker with a club to the back of the head. And here comes Undertaker and connects with another back breaker. And here comes Undertaker setting up. And in position connects with the choke slam. Shit, here we go. Taker going into the cover. 1, 2, and again another kick out. We've seen everything tonight. Tombstones, choke slams, jackknives. And the match continues as Taker setting up, going for that tombstone yet again. And Taker connects with a tombstone. And the referee calls for the bell. Kevin Nash has been knocked out with a tombstone power driver as we go back